Hello, I'm Jacob Taylor, and this is my final project PowerPoint and demonstration regarding my pizza creation application for my graphical user interface development class. And my project was designed in order to solve these problems. There's a high demand for online ordering, fast food, and delivery services in today's world, as people do not have the leisure time to eat out or to prepare their own meals. They look towards online ordering as a convenient way of ordering food in order to not have to deal with the hassle of going out and actually buying ingredients, whereas someone else can make it for you and send it to you. Another thing is that we need more efficient and cost-effective methods of taking and receiving orders to increase productivity and profits at a business. Everything in a business costs money, and wasted time having to take in orders from users as they call on the phone, whereas the employees' time could be better spent to make in better quality pizza, or the money that can be used for paying that employee can go to some better equipment or other business upkeep. Another thing is the need for visual display of order information as the user is creating their order. It helps to prevent order confusion and incorrect orders, and a lot of time and money being wasted on both the user and the business end of the deal. The user base and the stakeholders involved with this kind of application would be the users would include anyone who's a pizza consumer and anyone who also uses delivery services. This kind of application can be extended to those types of businesses as well. Anyone who really needs the convenience of ordering from home and from work, and others who just do not have the time to make their own food or to go out to eat. Stakeholders could include pizza chains and other restaurants who would like to implement some similar service, such as Domino's, Papa John's, Pizza Hut, etc. Some of the problems that my application did solve was that it provides a visual interface and provides an image representation of what the user's order looks like at the current stage of the process. So as the user is creating their desired pizza, the graphic is updated and it provides clarity for the user and makes sure that they do not accidentally put something on their pizza they don't want and cause more trouble for both the employees and for the user and their family. It also provides an invoice of the order as it's finished in order to keep records. Right now this is only just a text file, but as this application was expanded, it would allow for growth and use of databases and other such resources in order to keep track of orders and inventory, prices, and all the upkeeping that has to be done on the business end. It also allows the user to change their order as desired and restart their order if the price is not as expected. If they get to the end and say their order is too pricey for them, then they can restart and change their order, or they can go back and change how their pizza is designed and the toppings and the size if they want to fit something that's in their budget. In conclusion, my final project, I created a interactive graphical user interface which utilizes core concepts of graphical user interface development and human-computer interaction skills. I also created an application which provides a service to its users and that could be expanded to be marketable. Overall, right now the application is fairly low level, as in it's restricted to a certain amount of toppings, and there's a lot of things that could be improved upon to make it more marketable. And another thing I achieved was my final project goals, and I implemented many of my desired designs. There were some drawbacks that I had not anticipated and had not realized how difficult it would be to create such a application, but I managed to pull through those and come up with a successful final product. Now, if I now show you my demonstration of how my actual interface looks. Simply load up Visual Studio, start it up, and here we have the application. It's set to here. And for the title, I just named it Johnny's Pizzeria. If someone was to purchase this product, they would be able to simply change the label to fit the business name. The pizza changes size from small and medium. At large and extra large, it's purely known by the data that the sizes change, but in order to keep everything consistent in size, the large and extra large do not increase when the toppings and meats and sauces are added on. So for clarity, medium is kept throughout the whole project, but the crusts do change to deep dish, hand tossed, and thin crust. So if I wanted a medium pan pizza, and click that, and then when I'm done and that's what I want, I click next, and we load the next form. This is where you choose what kind of sauce you want. You want marinara sauce, it's preset to that. Barbecue sauce is there, buffalo, and I have a special jalapeno extreme created just for this. I'm going to use buffalo for this one. This is the hardest part of the entire project, was creating the toppings. Right now it shows a plain cheese pizza, which is what you want. You haven't set your toppings yet. And at first I had checkboxes for each of these 5 toppings, and I wanted to limit the user to only be able to put 2 toppings in the pizza at once. So in order to take care of that, I would have to account for all the different possible combinations that could be held by those 5 checkboxes. And that was very overwhelming and very time consuming and confusing to try to handle all those different possible combinations that could be held. And I was suggested the idea of using a combo box, so what I did was implemented those, and the code is still relatively complicated, but the graphic is updated as the user changes between the two combo boxes and their selected toppings. The user selects pork and pork, or any of the different toppings happen to be the same on each. The box over here with the radio buttons is updated to say it's the double. And you can also click none, and the pizza go back to plain. So let's say I want to make a pepperoni and beef for this one. Click that, and now we're going to go to our vegetable toppings. It's a lot of images to have to keep track of in order to add up all the different possibilities of keeping. Say if I had all the combinations of meat toppings, I would have to also make sure that's layered onto this pizza here. So for simplicity's sake, I made it do vegetables only on this part, but the overall pizza is kept track of as we go. So the same principle design goes here. Let's say I want mushrooms and pineapple, and then I'll click next, and tells me 1 medium pan pizza with buffalo sauce with regular pepperoni and beef and regular mushrooms and pineapple, which is exactly what I chose when I was selecting my pizza. So we know that's correct. And if there wasn't a problem and this wasn't the pizza we ordered, we could just click restart and go back, and we would be able to reorder our pizza as necessary. Now they also have options for adding sides, such as most pizza places do. They like to tempt you. So if you were to add a drink appears here, your total is updated. You were to add a brownie, same thing. Cheesy bread or a cookie, and you can do any combination. The total is updated as it's manipulated. So let's say I add all 4 of those. My total comes out 1945. I click next. This is the final order screen. It tells me my order number, and it tells me my total order, which is 1945 as it was said. And then I have to enter a delivery box, delivery destination, excuse me. So let's say I want to deliver it to Columbus State University. Then I click that and I say complete order. That pops up a message box saying your order has been completed and we are creating your perfect pizza. With that, the application closes, and then if we go into our text file, it tells us the order number, what we ordered, all the way down to the extra items and where it was delivered to. And that's pretty much our whole project. And thanks for watching.